and welcome to Countrywide on Benway Television. My name is Winifred Yosu. On the headlines, Governor Alia condoles with Zulum over fatal bomb blast. Nigeria Army reinforces ties with South Africa. Plus, NAFDAC seals 100 shops in Enugu's market. Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hassan Talia has called on Benue women to contest more elective positions beginning in the next general elections. Governor Alia made a call Saturday at IBB Square, Makudi, during launching of the project 774 Explode by the All Progressives Congress APC National Women Leader. Our correspondent Emmanuel Akula covered the event and now files in this report.
Governor Hassan Thalia holds that women have the capacity to effect change in society. For this reason, the governor promises to encourage Benue women not just to vote during elections, but aspire for elective positions. He says their participation will ensure positive changes in Benue communities, promising to support Benue women with funds and free scholarship to study skills that will allow them participate in the competition organized by the wife of the president, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, to develop and empower women.
I'm so happy that the Benue women are overjoyed as this program is not only come home, but everything about the program is going to be springing from Benue State.
The governor, who acknowledges support of President Bola Tinubu's federal government to his administration, commends his wife for choosing Benue State for the launching of the project.
This is not the first time Her Excellency, the First Lady of the nation, has favored us. For those of you, the pioneering delegates, it's a lot of work for all of you to do. We must remain #1 in the nation on this program.
Launching the project, National Women Leader of the APC, Dr. Mary Alili, says the project was designed to empower and educate women to expand their network and excel in politics. Dr. Alili calls on the national and state houses of assembly to come up with legislations that will change cultural norms against the Nigerian woman, lamenting that the number of women in leadership positions has continued to decrease since the return of democracy in Nigeria in 1999.
Today, as we celebrate the launch of Project 774 Explode, we are reminded that the true progress is not merely mentioned in numbers and statistics, but in tangible differences we make in the lives of our citizens.
Chairman on the occasion, Mr. Nelson Alapa, and Chairlady, who is the wife of the state deputy governor, Mrs. Christy Odese, the project will bridge the gender gaps and urge Benue women to embrace partisan politics. Keynote speaker Mr. Dennis Zawa, who speaks on the theme Enhancing Gender Space in Politics, attributes the success of political movements to the instrumentality of women. He praises Governor Alia's strategic plan for Benue for making provision for the involvement of women in partisan politics as enshrined in the Constitution of the APC and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. One woman each is elected across the 23 local government areas of the state to benefit from the first phase of the project in Benue State. Emmanuel Akula, Benue Television News, Makudi.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Now, Governor Hassan Talia of Benue State expresses his deepest condolences to his counterpart in Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum, over the tragic and devastating suicide bombings that occurred on 29 June 2024 in Gwoza. The governor describes the attack, which claimed the lives of 18 innocent Nigerians and injured about 40 others, as heart-wrenching and deeply saddening. He says the reports of the attacks targeting a wedding ceremony were senseless acts of violence against individuals celebrating a significant live event, describing the attacks as direct assault on Borno State. To the people of Borno State, the governor urges them to know that the thoughts and prayers of Benue people are with them, especially the grieving families and all the residents of Borno State, during the difficult time. Father Alia prays for the quick recovery of those injured and peaceful rest for souls of the departed, asking God Almighty to grant the affected families the fortitude to bear the loss of their loved ones. Cholera has been an endemic in Nigeria since it first appeared in 1972. In 1991, the disease broke out in one of the most severe cases on record, resulting in about 58,000 cases and over 7,000 deaths, a case fatality rate of 12.9%. Recently, another outbreak of the disease in Nigeria has been causing worry as states continue to set up emergency centers to handle eventualities. Iwange Baja discussed this in Talk Health. Let's take the report.
Cholera is caused by drinking water or eating food contaminated with a bacterium called Vibrio cholerae. The disease is fast become a seasonal pandemic in developing countries like Nigeria. Dr. Teka Bito, a consultant public health physician with the Benue State University Teaching Hospital Makadi, says there have been over 1,141 suspected cases, 65 confirmed cases, and 35 deaths in Nigeria. He mentions some challenges of cholera.
Issues where water is a problem, sanitation is still a challenge, hygiene, open defecation is not yet a thing of the past. So with these challenges, yes, we have a problem with cholera.
Bito advises that treatment of cholera is very important as it prevents more people from contracting the disease.
We are concerned about people contracting the disease, where if treatment is not done, about half of those who are confirmed would not make it. And even with good treatment, 1 in 100 may die. So prevention cannot be overemphasized.
Survivors of cholera also share their experiences.
It's rainy season, and people around this area are lacking proper hygiene. The way they dispose the refuse anyhow, they defecate anyhow, and all those things, they can attract cholera.
People are advised to maintain proper hygiene practices to help combat the disease. Iwange Baja, Benue Television News, Makadi.
Thank you, Iwange, for bringing us up to speed with that. Now, let's take a very short break. When we come back, we will bring you more stories. To stay with us.
Benue Fashion Show Season 3 is here.
It's that time of the year for fashion designers, entrepreneurs, and fashion enthusiasts to shine.
This year, sale of forms for the competition begins from 15th April to 30th June 2024.
Pick a form at Benue Television, located at Special Duties Wing, Government House, Makudi. Form cost 5,000 Naira only.
Stage 1 screening begins on the 6th of July 2024. Great prizes await you.
The first prize, 1 million Naira. Second prize, 500,000 Naira. And third prize, 300,000 Naira. All prizes are inclusive of cash and fashion tools. Also, consolation prizes and gift items.
For sponsorship, partnership, and inquiries, please call Benue TV Marketing on 0906 188 9838 or 0703 794 5569.
Benue Fashion Show,
embracing fusion fashion.
Welcome, it's still Countrywide on Benue Television. Now, the federal government has identified lack of access to affordable housing finance as one of the major causes of the housing deficit in Nigeria. It said that 80% of citizens cannot afford a mortgage as a measure to get a home. Minister of Housing and Urban Development Ahmed Dangiwa stated this in a keynote address at the opening of the Maiden Kaduna International Housing Exhibition held at Umaru Musa Yaradua Hall, Kaduna on Monday. He said the major issue governments at all levels have to address in their desire to deliver sustainability to citizens is the issue of affordability. The minister stated that statistics show that almost half of Nigerians' population of over 200 million are poor and have weak purchasing power. He, however, commended the government Ubasani-led government of Kaduna State for its practical, inclusive, and pragmatic vision for housing delivery, part of which led to the organization of the Maiden Kaduna International Housing Exhibition. In his welcome address, Managing Director Kaduna State Development and Property Company Rabiu Abubakar announced the launch of the Arewa Construction Academy and the Kaduna State Development and Property Company Housing Cooperative Society, demonstrating the state's commitment to social investment, skill development, and addressing the housing needs of low and middle-income families. The exhibition is being attended by developers, producers, and marketers of building materials and other stakeholders in the housing industry. The Defense Headquarters Tuesday said 20 persons were killed while 52 others sustained various degrees of injuries and receiving treatments after Saturday's suicide bombings in Borno. It noted that the terrorists embarked on these cowardly attacks against innocent citizens to project an image of strength to cover their weakness and decline. This DHQ vowed that the fate of the terrorists have perpetrated this insecurity will be violent and short as troops will stop at nothing to take them out of the battlefield. Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, who made this known, said three suicide bombs were detonated, including one that killed a soldier and two hybrid personnel. He said the fourth incident was averted when the suspect was identified early enough, resulting to her detonation of the bomb prematurely, whereby she became the only casualty. He added that the coordinated attacks comprised of multiple person burn in improvised explosive device BPIED, otherwise known as suicide bombings. General Buba said the armed forces view every life lost as a result of the ongoing war, whether civilian or military, as an immense tragedy. Accordingly, the Army expresses condolences even as it mourns with all who have lost loved ones. It also commiserated with all victims needing healing and recovery. The Chief of Defense Staff, CDS General Christopher Musa, has called for reinforcement of ties between the armed forces of Nigeria and the South African National Defense Force towards addressing the multifaceted security challenges bedeviling the African continent. Musa made a call during an official visit to the Chief of South African National Defense Force, SANDF, General Rudzani Mufwaya, in Pretoria, South Africa. This is contained in a statement by the Acting Director, Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, Tuesday in Abuja. The CDS described the meeting as a solution for addressing the multifaceted challenges bedeviling the continent, adding that the need for cooperation and reinforcement of bilateral ties was also paramount. He said the closed-door meeting with his South African counterpart focused on various measures to address regional security challenges. According to him, the exchange of expertise and forging stronger ties between the two countries for the betterment of the continent were considered. Gusau said the Nigeria Defense Chief was also honored with cannon gun salutes as a mark of high regard during the visit. Let's take another very quick break. We will be back shortly with more stories. Do stay with us. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency (NIMET) has launched a global learning management system integrated with Microsoft Teams. According to the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Professor Charles Anishike, the platform will enhance its global opportunities as well as create a window of collaboration with other reputable organizations. He said the platform is aimed at significantly boosting capacity development among its personnel as well as driving the online interactive training arms of the agency. Besides, Anishike said the integration of Microsoft Teams with the learning management system will provide its personnel and learning institutes with a seamless and robust platform for collaborative training and development. He also added that the strategic move aligns with management's commitment to fostering a culture of continuous improvement and innovation. He said NIMET is confident that the LMS will transform training programs and set a new standard for online learning within the agency and in extension to the public that are interested in gaining knowledge in respect to the products and services of NIMET. He said the move is also in line with the performance bond the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, SAN, signed with aviation agencies, heads and their directors in February 2024. The development of human capacity is a key deliverable in the performance bond. Kogi, which is among the 6 states in Nigeria that have mild cases of cholera, recording only 2 confirmed cases. Kogi State Commissioner for Health, Mr. Abdulaziz Adam, said the state has recorded 2 confirmed cases of the disease. He disclosed this in Lokoja, saying cases were confirmed with 2 victims treated and discharged. According to other victims, is doing well on treatment. On measures taken by the state government to address the situation in the state, he said drastic measures have been taken to ensure that the disease is brought under control. The commissioner said that the government had come to realize that open defecation, bad drinking water, and dirty environments are main causes of cholera. Adam urged the public to report any suspected case of cholera and maintain good hygiene. He noted that cholera was basically about good hygiene. The National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control has sealed about 100 shops in Ogbete Main Market in Enugu State for alleged dealing in suspected fake alcoholic beverages. The agency also confiscated a truckload of adulterated products as well as arrested 4 traders. NAFDAC's Director Southeast Zone, Mr. Martins Iluyomade, said Monday that the suspects were already in custody and would be charged to court after ongoing investigation. He noted that the raid was in furtherance to NAFDAC's mandate to safeguarding the health of the nation and ridding the southeast of unwholesome, substandard, fake and adulterated products. The NAFDAC zonal boss said the intensive operation was with active collaboration with the police, Department of State Services, and the Nigerian Army, which deployed their personnel for the purpose of the well-coordinated raid. That's all we have for you on Countrywide, but before we go, let's take a recap of the top stories. Governor Alia has condoled with Zulum over fatal bomb blast. We told you Nigerian Army reinforced ties with South African Army, and also we intimated you that NAFDAC has sealed 100 shops in Enugu Market and arrested 4. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Winifred. You so do have a great day.